Alright folks, welcome back to the shop. Hope everybody's having a good holiday. I was talking to somebody on Facebook. Actually, I just saw a post on Facebook about soft jaws that they were making. And it seemed like a good idea at the time. Soft jaws, you can bore into them and make your own holding fixture. So, quite some time ago at the scrapyard, I picked up about 3 or 4 feet of this aluminum. I don't know what it was, for some type of industrial door frame or whatever, but underneath that aluminum come out some nice shiny rectangle. Now I can get three chuck jaws out of this. Now I took the other chuck jaw off, and it's got an 8mm wide groove in the back of it, and it's about 6mm deep. The holes in it are 11mm holes, and they're counterbored to 16.5mm. What this will work good for is if I'm doing suppressor baffles. I've made these jigs to hold the baffles where I could put them in a 4-jaw and machine out the back side of the V, or the funnel shaped part of it. But jaws designed just to hold that would be even a much better idea. Even with these titanium rings that I've been making, it'd be much better to have the jaw hollowed out to where it fit this ring. A certain setback would be much better to work on than it would be if it was, just trying to close it up in a 3 or 4 jaw chuck. Also, to this ring, I've got extremely big fingers. I don't even wear rings, but this big wide ring, to make it more comfortable, I found that if you cut a small taper, I set it to just 7 degrees, cut a small taper in it, it makes it much more comfortable to wear. And I haven't made a whole lot of rings. This is just about the 3rd or 4th one, but at any rate, today we're going to be working on soft jaws for the chuck. One other thing, 2 other things actually. Notice the hooks hadn't been welded to my tractor yet. My welding machine turned up with a dead short in it. I was using it the other day, and man, it just blew the circuit breaker. And I've ended up having to box the whole thing up and send it back to him. It's over a year old, but it is under a 5-year warranty. I'm not going to say anything about the company. We'll see how they handle it. I would have rather them send me some parts instead of me shipping a 100-pound welder machine back, but at any rate, we'll wait and see. Hopefully the turnaround is not too bad. We'll get that going. Other thing is, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that Red the cat is sick. He's got some kind of kidney issues. I'm hoping he can pull through it, but I'll put a little video in here about Red the cat and how he's doing and how good the veterinarian hospital has been with him. Hopefully he hadn't used up all 9 of his lives. I've got 2 kids, Zeke the shop dog and Red the cat. And you really get attached to these animals. But anyhow, here we go. Let's move on to soft jaws for the chuck. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to make an attempt to cut the groove in this first soft jaw. The jaws on the chuck are metric, but I don't have any metric end mills, so I've converted it over. It was an 8mm wide slot. I'm cutting it 316 thousandths. I've got a 1/4 inch end mill there, so I'm going to run down the path and then come over 33 thousandths from the center on each one. Do another pass to a depth of 125 thousandths. So feeds and speeds show that bit running at 7,000 RPMs. Well, my machine won't go that fast, so it's wide open at about 5,000 RPM. So it's going to be screaming, but we'll see how it cuts. man, that thing's spooled down like a jet engine. Alright, let's check the width, see if the gap is wide enough here. Alright, just to show you that, that it is an excellent fit. Excellent fit there with no slop, so we're in good shape there. So that's a good fit on the, I don't know what you'd call that, the base jaw or non-removable chuck jaw. I don't know the terminology for that, but it's not really important now. Alright, so that tells me that groove is right. I'm going to do that on the next two, so here we go. Alright, I'm doing all the layout using the DRO. I know the distance between the two center of the holes is 750 thousandths. So we're going to start and get these holes drilled here, and we'll take another check. In the center. Running at 1900 RPM. Actually, I can leave that one there. Counterbore is the next operation. Just got to figure out how far down the counterboard. Alright, let me get a measurement here real quick. Need to go 132 thousandths on the counterbore here. Let's see if we get 132 thousandths. Let me zero off. Alright, let's see what we got now. Alright folks, so here we see the finished product of the chuck jaws. And chuck jaws are numbered 1, 2, and 3, and then they're numbered on there as well. So I took a punch and punched 3 punches, 2 and 1. I don't even know if it's necessary for what I'm doing, but once I cut a hole in them and mount them up, I want to be able to put them back in the same order. So that's going to be the next shot. We'll look at them when it's mounted on the chuck. Let's move over there. Well, there is the finished product. I might have to round the corners off where if I want to grab anything really small, but it's definitely some machinable soft aluminum jaws. So, and so that ends this little rat killing exercise. Maybe I'll show them again when I'm building another suppressor. That's the whole idea, is to have them to where they'll hold a suppressor baffle where I can hog out the cones on a K baffle or even the cone on an M baffle. Alright, here we go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button. Say a few cat prayers for Red. And once again, thanks again for watching. Here we go. Well, here's the setup. I've Got IV bag set up. Got the air knocked out of the line. Hypodermic needle. Sick kitty cat. Of course, I got an assistant. What about it, Zeke? Taking care of the kitty cat? Huh, Zeke? Taking care of the kitty cat? Well, we got movement. That's actually a good thing. Alright, Zeke, go lay down. Let's get this thing started. Go lay down. Alright, Red. Fixing to give you a shot. It'll make you feel better. Alright, kitty cat actually tolerated that pretty well. Got the IV ringers with lactate flowing. I don't know if that's from the old. What the hell was that TV program? Emergency or something?
Did you give it to Nazi and this?
I did. Well, I just actually gave it some kind of coating stuff. I just injected down its mouth.
Oh, that's what's going on.
It's blue. It's probably slobbering.
Yeah.
But at any rate.
It needed some water. Why'd you jump from one to the other right after?
No, baby, it was a liquid thing in a syringe.
Yeah, but was it thick?
No, it was the consistency of water. It's probably just slobbering. But anyhow, all right, here we go.